Yeah.
And we were
All right, so this one, it's a EWU body cam video that just came out like 9 days ago. When a predator gets caught in the act. So I'm assuming, you know, we're gonna see a predator get caught in the act.
that ratio that she forced me to drink the alcohol and tobacco. And that's when she started touching me.
La niña quería, dijo, la niña quería que lo hiciera. Le dije, no es cierto, es una niña, tú eres una adulta.
How old was she?
11.
When a woman notices her sister is nowhere to be found after a house party, a light on in the bathroom tells her something isn't right. But when she finally makes it inside, the scene leaves her and police reeling.
Yeah, touch her.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Around 4:30 a.m. on March 22, 2020, officers in Albuquerque, New Mexico were dispatched to a local home after receiving a report about child abuse. Once they arrive, they're immediately met by the victim's older sister, Claudia, whose name has been changed to protect her identity.
Hi, did you call us?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how can I help you?
We were asleep and I had a friend staying here.
Victim's
She's like
sister.
30 years old.
Okay.
Apparently she woke up my sister. She's 11 years old.
Okay.
And she took her to the restroom and tried to do something to her.
Claudia explained she was having a party at her home that evening with a few friends when she discovered one of those friends in the bathroom with her little sister Mila, whose name has also been changed.
So one of her
One officer
friends
takes
was
Mila
fucking
into a
with her
back
little
bedroom
sister.
to ask her what happened, and what she says can only be described as a waking nightmare.
What the?
I know you're scared. The ambulance is going to come check you out. Just tell me what happened, okay?
So I was asleep. The woman,
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
Okay.
She woke me up and she took me to the restroom.
This one?
Yes, right there.
Okay.
She gave me alcohol and she gave me tobacco. I don't know what she did.
Did she like force it?
Or yes.
The woman Mila is describing
What the
as
fuck?
28-year-old Jamie Sandoval Gonzalez.
Oh.
She'd been planning on spending the night, but Claudia kicked her out once she discovered her in the bathroom.
And that's when she started touching me.
Oh.
Mila's story is gut-wrenching, but as she continues, it's clear that she has yet to describe the worst of her horrific experience.
She got naked too.
Yeah.
Oh.
She didn't take off her pants or anything, but she just took off her shirt and her bra.
Mila goes on to explain that she has no idea how long she was in that bathroom, but eventually her sister came to her rescue.
So I woke up and I saw the light of this restroom on. So I started knocking and I heard the shower thing on. So I'm like, who's it? She's like, it's me. And then I heard my sister, I'm using the restroom, hold on.
Your sister said, this little one said she used the restroom.
Yeah. And then I opened it with the keys and she wouldn't let me, the older one. Then I'm like, open the door, I need to go in there. What are you guys doing? I opened the door and my sister was sitting on the toilet. And I saw she was wearing red lipstick, little lady. So I saw my sister full of red lipstick all over her face. So I'm like, are you kissing her or what's going on? And my sister wouldn't tell me nothing. She was like in shock. I'm like, what's wrong with you? What are you doing here? She's like, she made me come into the restroom. No, and I told her off. I'm like, why did you do this? She's a little girl. You have kids too. Because she has two boys. And I'm like, what are you thinking? And I kicked her out.
So you didn't see anything else, you just saw the marks on her face?
On her face, yeah. And
That's
she was
weird
using the
as
restroom.
hell.
So the moment she cleaned herself, the paper was full of red lipstick. So I guess she was doing.
Okay, where's that paper at? Where's the toilet paper at?
And put it on the toilet because I flushed it.
You flushed it?
I think.
Claudia wasn't the only one who
Think?
witnessed the aftermath of
Woman.
Jamie's assault on Mila.
How
A
would I
couple
kept
other
that
friends
shit?
were
That's
also
evidence
staying
right
the
there.
night and witnessed Claudia's discovery and chaotic aftermath. One friend was standing nearby and describes Jamie's attitude.
La Jamie So, ¿qué se dijo?
Ella dijo, la niña quería. Dijo, la niña
Oh,
quería
that's
que lo hiciera.
crazy.
Le dije, no es cierto, es una niña. Tú eres una adulta.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're not
Jamie
about to
had been
try and
driven to the
frame a
party
little
by
kid
Claudia
on
and her
some shit
brother,
like
so
that.
she left on foot. But where she is now is anyone's guess.
Oh,
After she was gone, Claudia's attention immediately turned to her sister.
Oh, my sister said she better get out of the house and then shower. Look good.
You showered?
Yes. Okay. So,
Just to get rid of the smell? Or?
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
My first reaction, she couldn't talk. She was crying and my first reaction was, take off your clothes, let me get you in the shower. Because when I saw she was using the restroom, she had a piece of toilet paper in her hands full of red lipstick. Like Jamie was starting to kiss her down her body.
Officers want to learn how Jamie even ended up at
That's
the party,
grody.
and it turns out she and Claudia aren't close.
Well,
They've
what the
known each
fuck was
other
she
when they were
doing there
younger and
then?
only reconnected
No, dead
recently.
ass, bro. Can we fucking normalize not just inviting random people to our cribs? Like, what is this? You weren't even that close of friends? Why is she there where your daughter sleeps? Point blank, period.
You know me, Jamie.
You clearly don't know this bitch that well.
How long have you known her?
I know her since like 10 years ago, but not like close.
10
No, I
years,
know
not
her
close.
sister.
What does that mean? 10 years, but not close. So do you know the woman or not? Do you know the woman or not?
Her mom.
Okay, how did since you're not that close to her, never, how did she come over here?
I opened Facebook like a week ago, and we at each other, and we started, hey, what's up? And we started talking like 2 days ago, and then I invited her to the house, and I'm like, okay, sure. But then she came, and I'm like, she was gonna spend the night here.
Mila was
Oh,
also just spending the
damn.
night, and her mom left just shortly before she was brought into the bathroom. Her mom is called back to the house, and EMS arrives to examine her.
So, hey, hi. This person gave her alcohol and made her smoke tobacco. Talking to her, she does kind of seem like honest. Yeah.
Huh.
I'm okay. I'm a bit nervous. That's all.
Meanwhile, a bolo is put out for
Oh,
Jamie.
she, like,
Soon,
planned
Mila and
this shit.
Claudia's
That's
mother
crazy.
arrives and gives consent to take Mila for a sexual assault exam. But before they can leave, officers get word that a woman matching Jamie's description has just been detained at an intersection nearly 2 miles away.
You Jamie? Hey, I'm Officer Reynoso with the Albuquerque Police Department. Hey, what's your social real quick?
I don't know. Sure.
Where were you born?
I'm Chihuahua.
Chihuahua? Oh, okay. You have a
Chihuahua.
driver's license?
No.
Interesting.
Okay. So why did you just tell him a different name than what you told us?
Well, that one's my first name, and I'm only just Arely.
Arely. What's your full name?
Jamie Arely Sandoval Gonzalez.
So I'm gonna let you know right now, when somebody in a uniform like this asks you what your name is, we want your true first name and your true last name.
Okay.
Okay? We don't deal with middle names. We want first and last name. Okay? The one that's gonna be on the
Oh,
ID.
God.
That one's both from the well, from my
Then I want both of them.
Okay.
How'd you get over here?
So I'm in the party with my friends,
Uh-huh.
and I'm there. But we have little problem there.
What's the little problem?
The one of the little girl,
Uh-huh.
she say I'm trying to touch her.
Yeah, and why would the little child
Oh,
say
wow.
Because, well, all the night she's talking to me,
that? Uh-huh.
and I know she's so drunk. But she don't want me to talk to anyone.
What? How old was she?
11 years. And I'm just trying with her brother.
Jamie admits to having sex with Claudia and Mila's older brother earlier in the evening. This was prior to assaulting Mila.
Oh, wow.
However, that assault isn't the only reason she's being detained.
Did you know you
So
had
she
four
was just coming
misdemeanor
over
warrants?
to hook up with them.
You did?
Hook up with the family, it seems like.
Jamie
What
is
the
wanted
fuck?
for 4 separate traffic-related warrants, all from a few
fail to appear court, no driver's license or motorcycle endorsed, no evidence of vehicle registration, no proof of insurance, fail to pay fine imposed, no driver's license or motorcycle endorsed. I mean, good God almighty, y'all. What are we doing? Yo, Bryce, what's good, brother? How you doing? Tia, like, whoa, what the fuck? No proof of insurance, no evidence of vehicle, bro. Like,
years prior, she's arrested for those warrants as well as criminal in the
criminal first degree.
and transported to the prisoner transport center before being booked into jail. However, this
Who
story
is this guy?
is
What's she
far
talking
from
about?
over. At her assault exam, Mila repeats what she remembers, but with the added detail that Jamie had grabbed her by the neck. In
That's
a later
insane.
interview, the nurse who examined her discusses her findings with Jamie's lawyer.
I found some
Grabbed
marks
her by the
in
neck.
her neck, on the frontal area on the right side of her neck.
Did you photograph those marks?
Yes.
You did? Okay.
Can we
The
see
nurse
him?
also took numerous swabs and a blood sample, which show Mila's blood alcohol content was 0.06%.
Oh, damn.
Jamie
So she had
ultimately
been
faces
drinking.
4 charges for her assault on Mila. 2
She
for
made her
criminal
drink, bro.
in the
Sexual
first
penetration in
degree,
the first
as
degree.
well as
That's
false
fuck!
imprisonment
Oh my
and contributing
God.
to the
That's
delinquency of a
insane.
minor. However, the prosecution later drops all but the criminal charges. Jamie pleads not guilty, and the case is set to go to trial. However, by the time pre-trial interviews are being conducted, Mila is 15, and she remembers things differently now.
I was under alcohol
Okay. How much alcohol did you drink?
a lot for my age.
Were you drinking beer or was it something else?
It was tequila.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I finished the rest of a bottle that they had left there in the fridge.
Damn.
Okay.
And
His parents
there was
just
people
not
getting
paying
it, so there was
attention at
just
all.
A bunch of alcohol everywhere. So I was just drinking whatever I could, basically.
She
Bro.
explains that she'd been hiding
That's
in that
so
hallway
bad.
away from the crowd of people when
dude.
Jamie finished having sex with her brother.
That's when she walked out of the room, and I was in the hallway because I wasn't trying to get seen by my sister or anybody that was gonna get me in trouble. So then she was like, "Oh my goodness," and that's when she took me to the restroom, and she was telling me how great her was, and I thought she was just gonna tell me how great it was and get over it, but no, she just started kissing me.
On the stand, however, Jamie denies everything. Her story is markedly different from Mila's, which she tells in court with the help of an interpreter.
So,
The help of an
how long
interpreter.
had you
Why she
been
need an
in the
interpreter?
bathroom before locked in?
So I think maybe about a minute after I'd gone in, because I hadn't locked the door since I wasn't using the bathroom. I was just trying to fix myself up.
While she was fixing
Nah,
herself
bro,
up, she
but-
claimed she took a piece of toilet paper to blot her red lipstick, which ended up being the piece of toilet paper Claudia saw and assumed Mila had used to wipe herself.
But that wouldn't explain why the lipstick would be on Mila. Did Mila put lipstick on her own lips and then kiss herself? Like, what the fuck? She wouldn't do that. That makes no sense.
That's when Mila came into the bathroom.
So, did knock to come in, or how did you get into the bathroom?
She just opened the door a little bit and she said, I heard what you did with my brother. And then she came in.
What did you tell her?
It was just embarrassing. So we both laughed and I said, how embarrassing that you heard that.
What happened after that?
Well, she stayed in the bathroom. She was leaning on the door and I kept fixing my hair. And she told me that she liked women and that she liked me.
How did you respond to that?
I told her that she was crazy because I had just been with her brother and that she was just a girl.
What happened afterwards?
When she lunged at me to kiss me, I tried to move her away from me to calm her down, and she said that she wanted me to give her an. And since she was so
Nah,
drunk,
that's
she fell to the
fucking
floor,
crazy.
and that's when, and it was a loud thud, and that's when, and the others came in,
That's
or when tried to come in.
crazy.
Jamie insists that neither of their clothing
How
was ever
can you
off, and she never
actually-
touched Mila. The discrepancies are vast, and Jamie's defense attorney focuses on them in his closing argument.
What happened in this case is the story changed. When you say something different, it's not that you are forgetting, it's that you are now fabricating. Now you're lying.
Yeah.
I do believe that is a victim, but I don't think she's a victim of anything that my client did. I think she's a victim of the way she's being raised and the things that she's allowed to be a part of. We
That's
know,
what I
did
was
not get
saying.
consent. We know that. But that's not the issue here. There was no act. She's just not telling the truth.
The prosecution, on the other hand, asserts that memory degrades and changes over time, and in this battle of she said, the one thing that can't be disputed is the evidence. The results of the swabs taken during Mila's exam tell the truth. Jamie's DNA was found on Mila's area.
Oh yeah,
despite her
you're out
having
of there.
showered
You're
that
gone.
night. And while no testing was done to
You're out of
determine
there.
whether that DNA got there from touch or saliva, the prosecution is clear.
Doesn't
Her
matter.
DNA
Why would it
shouldn't
be there?
at all?
At all.
Very
At
disturbed the
all.
defense got up here and said that is a victim of how she was raised. No, she's a victim of what she did to her. She was a victim of being put in that bathroom, being assaulted by the defendant.
Yeah.
But let's go put the blame on the rest of the family. Okay, so we're going to say nothing happened because of little tiny inconsistencies that have no bearing in this case? No. What the issue is what she did to her.
Yeah.
Is not a victim of her family situation.
Talk
And
your
it's
shit.
disgusting to even bring that up.
On God.
She is a victim of assault
That's
by the
crazy.
hands of this defendant. She can sit there and smile all she wants. She knows she did this. She has no way to explain how that DNA got there.
The jury is sent to deliberate,
Yeah,
but returned
point blank,
deadlocked
period.
The next day. The judge declares
Your
a
DNA
mistrial
should not
with
be
the
there.
caveat that the
It just
prosecution has
shouldn't.
the right to try Jamie again, which they do. In 2025, Jamie is found guilty on both counts of criminal of a child under 13. She's sentenced to 18 years on both
Damn.
counts to be served concurrently. The
Damn.
sentence is mitigated to 15 years due to her age and lack of criminal record.
Damn.
According to court documents, she will be appealing her sentence.
That is wild, dude. I can't believe she actually tried to like put that on that little poor girl, man. I mean, dude, I will say though, I don't know, man. I feel like just parents and stinking kids in general, bro. Like, if you are underage, you should not be drinking. Okay? You just shouldn't. You simply do not have the brain maturity to understand what alcohol will do to you. It's unhealthy for you as well. You are poisoning your body. You are too young for that. Not to mention, like, if you were a parent, bro, you gotta watch your kids, man. Even when they start to get to like that, 10, 11, 12, like young teenage age, that's when they start trying experiment and shit. It's very important, that they're actually being watched and told not what to do or being told what not to do and what to do, Ended up on the right path. That girl's probably going to be scarred for the rest of her life because of that shit. And it's terrible. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that video. See y'all on the next one. To my YouTube crew, chats, we are moving on.